on our main card for UFC 254 taking place on ESPN Plus starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for those on the eastern seaboard of the United States. We've got Magomed Ankalaev versus Ion the Hulk Cutelaba in the UFC light heavyweight division.
I mean, this fight is cursed. I mean, who knows who's going to say that this fight will actually happen this weekend? I hope it does, because you look at the way the first bout ended. I mean, it was absolutely crazy. And Cutelaba is just a wild man. He's got a good wrestling background. He likes to throw a lot. He's got some heavy shots in his hands. But whatever Cutelaba could do, Ankalaev can do better. And I think certainly from the first fight, it just became apparent that Ankalaev could sort of counter his opponent Cutelaba at distance. He was simply sharper. He knew what to expect from his opponent. And certainly his strategy and his game plan for the Cutelaba first fight was certainly spot on, because he got the stoppage, albeit there's a lot of controversy that marred the stoppage, whether he's actually hurt or what. But again, with Ankalaev, it brings a dominant wrestling game with some crushing ground strikes. But over the recent times, he's proven himself as a very solid striker as well. Again, I think we're going to sort of see the same outcome as the first fight did. I'm going to go for an Ankalaev. It'll probably last a lot longer than the first fight, I think. I think this one does go past the first round, but Ankalaev will certainly land a lot of heavy shots early on that would certainly catch Cutelaba by surprise and damage him. But I think he gets it done early in the second.
I think I'm going to go against the grain on this one, and I'm going to break my rule for this time. And I like Cutelaba. James said it perfect. He's a wild man. He brings the intensity with everything that he does. And in order to beat one of the Russians, you have to have a crazy man to do that. And I think he has the power, and he has the aggressiveness that can get something done. You know, you can't stop crazy. And he's crazy. He's crazy at face-offs. He's crazy at weigh-ins. He's a wild man. He's crazy enough to act like he's hurt when he's not. Mm-hmm. I don't think he makes that mistake, but there's so much built up and there's so much emotion from this fight. And I think something crazy is going to happen, and I think it happens in his favor, Cutelaba's favor. So I'm going to go some wild, like spinning back fist knockout in the
You're reaching on that one a little bit, Zach.
You would have said the same thing about Brian Ortega. So
I'm gonna have to listen to this man for weeks. Cutelaba, I mean, he is crazy. The one thing that kind of stood out to me out of his 4 wins in the UFC, the guys that he's beaten are 4-8 now in the UFC. So he only beats the lower tier guys. He's going in there with a guy that like James said, he's the better overall striker. He's got better overall ground game. Ankalaev finishes the fight. I think it's going to be a KO or TKO. So my bet is definitely, I'm not going to take the money line. I'm definitely going to take this fight to be finished. Ankalaev's going to win.
Yeah, man, this is a great matchup. I really, really hope we see it. Even though we've technically seen the fight, we still haven't even really seen it. You know, it was taken from the ref. But I mean, what's his name was playing possum, so I mean, it's on him, I guess. But yeah, Ion Cutelaba, the Hulk, 15-5. He's the plus 230 underdog. I'm pretty surprised by that. I mean, we've already seen the lines before, but I just feel like it's pretty crazy underdog status right there. He lands 5.29 significant strikes per minute, and he absorbs 3.26 significant strikes per minute. He has fought the better competition, though. He's been in there with the likes of Glover Teixeira, the Khalil Rountrees, the Jared Cannoniers of the world. But yeah, man, that line, I just think that line is pretty crazy. Going up against Magomed Ankalaev, who's 13-1. He's the minus 280 favorite. But I mean, who has Ankalaev beat? You know, I mean, that's not even rhetorical. Like, who has he beat? I don't know. He has 12 TKO wins, 2 sub wins, 1 decision win. And like I said, he's been in there with the better competition, with the higher caliber fighters. But Magomed, he's got nice inside low kicks, good front kicks to the body. He lunges in with the jabs. He's got a nice counter right hand, good control against the cage, and he'll use it to transition to some takedowns. But I mean, mainly he wants to fight on the feet. And Cutelaba's got insane power. The Hulk, I mean, come on. This dude is a marauder, a berserker, you know, for that first round. And then after that, the longer the fight goes on, I just feel like it goes in more favor of Ankalaev. But in that first round, first part of the second round, I really do think Cutelaba is super dangerous, and Magomed Ankalaev has to be careful. If it's going to be a straight pick, I'm going to have to go Magomed Ankalaev probably via decision. But from a betting perspective, I think you got I think it's more of a pick 'em fight than plus 230 underdog status. So I would definitely be betting on Cutelaba just because, yeah, like I said, I think it's a pick 'em fight, and he could for sure clip Magomed at some point early.
Just go with it. Come on, ride with me on this, man. You're so close.
I can't. In my head says Magomed, but then my pocketbook says Cutelaba right there.
Oh, your pocketbook.
That's what matters.
Does anybody have a very strong opinion they want to voice about what happened in the first fight between these two gentlemen?
It was ridiculous.
I actually think I think he was hurt a little. I don't think it was hurt enough to finish the fight. I think he was hurt. He was hurt.
I rewatched it in the last 120 minutes of today, and in my personal opinion, having just watched a lot of fights, I don't think he was hurt in the slightest.
Not even a little bit.
I think he was 100% faking it, and it just faked it well. It looks fake when you watch it back in slow motion. There's a couple clips on YouTube, and yeah, he's doing the fucking boogeyman.
He was blocking everything, dude. I swear, he was like.
He looks like he doesn't take anything on the face. Even the announcers live were saying like, "Oh, well, he's still taking some shots. He was taking some shots on the face." I don't see him take a single one that actually hits him.
Slow-mo, if you watch the slow-mo, he's literally like, but he's just he's just looking like he's out of it.
Shane McMahon couldn't have faked that better.
Right.
He looked like he was ready to fucking left hook the ref as soon as the ref stepped in. His hands weren't even down before he was saying, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I think it was one of those kind of like the boxers do when they get hit and they're like, or like perfect prime example is I forget his damn name, who just fought Izzy. Why am I losing my
Paulo Costa?
Paulo Costa. When he took a couple of those leg kicks and he's like, touching his leg, and it was kind of one of those things where it's like he was hurt, but he was kind of he was playing it off type of thing. That's what I thought. I'll have to rewatch it again, but
I don't know. We'll never know. We're gonna find out on Saturday.
We're gonna find out Saturday night.
As they say in basketball, ball don't lie. So we're gonna see. I hope it's a different ref.
Oh, could you imagine if they threw the same guy in there? Cutelaba might lose his mind right there on the.
Loses by disqualification for punching out the ref.
Choking out.
He might just knock him out. Yeah.